So here's our latest project under construction in Cupertino, California. After we completed demolition, this will be the kitchen area, and some of the previous pictures you'll notice we've made a change here. We've cut a new opening into the back of the house, bringing in a lot more natural light, and the guys are getting ready to put in a new French door in that opening. This project in Cupertino, like I said earlier, involves used to be a door on the left and a window on the right. The kitchen used to be on the back of the house, and we moved the kitchen to the center of the house, and we're putting in this French door. And anytime you modify an exterior wall, it requires additional structural reinforcement. If you're doing a project, you want to look for that, because you don't just cut into walls anymore and just put in windows without consulting an engineer and installing it properly. So we had to remove all of the stucco off of the wall, even though you're only putting the door in here. And that's because we had to make sure that the nailing was done properly for the shear wall, is what it's called. And the guys are getting ready to put the door in, set the door in. In order to achieve a shear wall, we have to do what's called retrofit hardware and hold downs into the wall, and that's what these bolts are. These bolts have been drilled all the way through into the existing concrete foundation, and then we'll be putting some more brackets on, which I'll show you. It's not uncommon to run into existing conditions that are below par, to say the least. This is a beam that in the past somebody had drilled through, and then also drilled holes completely through the beam. This is a structural beam on an addition that was done back in 1992, apparently. Anytime you see something like this, it's our job to point it out to the homeowner, consult with the engineer, and decide what to do. In this case, we're going to go ahead and remove the beam, and it offers an opportunity to now raise the beam, so you'll no longer have this kind of room separation going on. So it's kind of an added benefit to doing all the work with discovering a problem. So the problem brought in. The existing house was stripped down to the old existing subfloor, so we've cleaned it all the way down, got rid of all the old crickety hardwood flooring, and we'll be putting in a new pre-finished flooring. This subfloor is in really good shape, relatively speaking. In the house, it had the old cottage cheese ceiling that a lot of people have, and this is not really desired by people these days. So we hired an asbestos abatement company to come in and remove all of the acoustical ceiling in all of the bedrooms. This is the dining room, the entry, and so on. And then the sheetrock contractor will come through and put a whole new texture on it. And it will really bring the house to be a lot more current. When we have existing hardwood flooring, it's common practice to use masonite material and tape all the joints, and also build barriers to prevent dust and so on to float throughout the house unnecessarily. And this is a zipper that we install on the walls so that people can access the space if needed. So this is what we've done here, is we have protected all the existing hardwood floors that they would like to remain, and that's what's going on here. This side of the house is the old bathroom that we removed. In the before pictures you can see it, but this is an interesting project because we're trying to create as universal design as possible, which for handicap access. And one of the features of that is a wider doorway, and we'll be building in a curbless shower, so you won't have to step up to get into the shower. You can roll right in the shower or walk right into the shower. We're even doing that for projects that don't have any handicap requirements. It's just a nice feature. So we've removed the subfloor. Our men have framed this area, and it's not there yet, but along the back wall will be what we call a trough drain. and it'll be a nice clean look. You'll see that later in the. This area is the master bedroom. We've completely removed the old master bathroom, which was really in poor shape, and gutted it down completely, tore out all the old musty, mildewy sheetrock and plumbing and everything, and now we are in here creating a new space. And here is the beginnings with a new shower. This will have a curb on the shower in a more traditional way, and you can see things like framing in a little special niche that will be recessed into the wall. And this new lumber that you see on the floor has been installed because there was some dry rot, and it's a good opportunity to clean up a lot of things. You'll notice how clean the inside of the walls are now, and we'll be filling a lot of the little holes that you see in the subfloor. New window will be installed, not quite there yet. And this will be just a nice, simple master bathroom. This is a project schedule that gets posted weekly on the project, along with our safety board. And then we're getting ready to set the door. So we'll be able to close it up tonight.